done too much in the length, we've done a lot to release weight. But then it started, it just kind of falls. It's a very natural looking haircut. Very nice, very thin. So the same approach with styling. She could just blow dry a little bit and smooth it out, and it would be good to go. To dress it up just a little bit, maybe for August today, maybe a few of the iron, just to show you the kind of ironing where you pick out a section that you feel needs something, and you just kind of wrap and just kind of spot curl, so that you kind of have that idea of that loose curl living here, but not a lot of volume here, so that you have that nice flow. And so I just work through the entire head, alternating the direction of the curl, sometimes not even curling all the way to the end, definitely not curling all the way up to the top of the head, and just working through. And in different directions, just to give it that kind of very natural kind of looking kind of flow. So you go through like that, and we have a very wearable, easy to maintain style, very easy service to cut because the haircut itself really is fairly simple. But your clients with long hair, sometimes it's not about the hair you cut, it's about the hair you leave behind. That's this haircut. So it works out really well. It's a really, really pretty style. You can, too, to dress things up a little bit more, kind of take through shine spray. This is a shine spray that is fairly light, but does add a nice boost to it. You can kind of see it's not going to weigh the hair down. Very light. And just do that to finish it off. If I want a little bit more hold or a little bit more durability with it, or want maybe the fringe to stay back a little bit more, what I'm going to do is finish spray, which is more of a hard hold spray. It is not a aerosol pump spray. First I thought pump is going to be kind of hard to use because you get that mist, you have to wait for it to dry, but actually it's a really good thing because it allows you a little bit of give. So you can spritz them in and let it hold there for a second as it sets. If you're impatient, like I can be, especially if you're in a chair with a client, you don't want to sit forever while it dries. You can even take the diffuser to it a little bit. You're setting the style, so it's going to last a little bit longer than maybe you did aerosol. And it gives you a little bit of control too, because while it's drying, you can smooth out maybe some trouble spots that you're seeing be addressed. So that is the haircut that we call the Jocelyn. When we send her back, they're going to get her hair wet, and then we do dramatic short haircut here. So, thank you very much. So, the next haircut in our collection is designed more on curl. One of the big products for ABBA is perm. And we have a true shape perm that is excellent in perm. By and large, our largest seller, because it does produce true to shape curl. And it leaves the hair in excellent condition. For those of you that do perms into swans, put curl into hair, it's a great way to go. So it was important for them to design a haircut collection that did work on curly hair. So this one is called the Abigail. And that's kind of how they, in their press work when they worked with the creative team, the look that they came up with. It's a really soft, beautiful haircut. This is probably by and large my favorite haircut to do, and I'll explain why. So I kind of walk you through it since we've already done the haircut here. So this haircut, all right, this haircut starts from the top down. So what we're going to do is section the hair to the middle part and start with the section just off the crown, about 1 inch wide. And you're going to extend straight out. What happens in this haircut though, and what you want to do, is traditionally at a haircut we graduate into the nape. This one you actually go the reverse. So the cutting I'm going to do is at an angle down, and I'll spin her around. So instead of graduating the shape in initially, I'm angling out. So instead of tapering in, I'm going to angle every section out. So when I go through, grab some shears here. What I'm going to do is point cut. And the first section is the one that you kind of want to measure twice, cut once. It's a little critical. You don't really want to go past the occipital bone with your first cut. You don't want to be higher than that. It ends up creating an entirely different shape. You're going to end up stacking it up just a little too much. The idea is to build up that weight underneath, because that's addressed later. So point cut, and what you want to do is have your angles, the shorter pieces, facing up. So however you need to position your hands to do it, I tend to go in this way. Some people, they like to work more palm to palm and do it that way. I'm more comfortable overhanded. If you work with a traveling guide across, and if anybody isn't seeing what I'm doing, since there's folks everywhere, holler, and I will be more than happy to run through a section again. So, with a traveling guide, work through and point cut. And you keep traveling down underneath even though that hair's gone. Once you get to the ears, what I'm going to do is start traveling back to make it slightly A-line. So each of these sections, I'll cut in the same way, angled out and down. And keep working my way around the head. So I'll angle out and down, leaving a little more length towards the front. The fringe on this haircut is cut basically the same way, in that you decide which side you want things to kind of go to, based on just kind of how the growth is, or any strange polyps or anything in the front. And do the same thing, so you're going to kind of figure out where the level of the head is, where it starts to recede. You go through and carve out your angle. And do the same thing where you